say that maybe God spared us, but maybe not the next time, and I ought to be out there making sure that those who have really been hurt get that they need. And that's what you are all doing. And I want to thank you, Congressman Tonko, and all of us, because anyone who doubts the greatness of this country should just come here to the Rotterdam Junction Firehouse and see how many people have come out to help their neighbors who are less fortunate than they are. Let me just say a couple of things. I've been through this, unfortunately, before in different parts of the state as senator, in the Catskill Mountains, in Binghamton, over in Canajoharie, you may remember a few years ago. Paul was there, out in Gowanda. And the good news is that as a country in America, we do say that when somebody needs help, we're going to try to bring it to them. And that's our job. We brought some of the representatives from FEMA, the federal agency in charge, and we are here to figure out specifically what you need and then try to make sure that these federal programs aren't so bureaucratic that they say, well, sorry, you don't have this little thing or that little thing, we can't get it for you. That's our job. And our job does not end this week. Our job is over the next several months. First, to get as much aid here as we can immediately. One of the gentlemen here brought up that there are families out of homes with little babies who need money to actually just feed their kids. But then there's going to be the rebuilding in every way. We're also going to fight very hard. While Schenectady County has been granted individual assistance, it'll help individuals and small businesses who are hurt. It hasn't yet been granted public assistance, so the firehouse, Schenectady, the community college, got $1 million worth of damage. We got to make sure that the federal government steps up to the plate. And we don't want any games played. When Louisiana needed help, New Yorkers stepped up to the plate as members of this United States of America. When there were the hurricanes in Missouri, we stepped up to the plate. Now we need help. We've been devastated by a flood that we haven't seen the likes of in decades. And we will make sure that the rest of the country doesn't turn its back on us or on you in Rotterdam Junction. But without you, none of this could happen. And so we just wanted to thank you for volunteering. One of the great things about America is that people do volunteer. People realize when people have trouble that they come forward, and we're very appreciative of what you've done. God works in ways we don't understand. We all know that. There's a greater wisdom than any of us have. And there is a wisdom for it, but there is also a view, whether it comes from the scripture or from our American way of life, that we don't give up and we don't just curse the darkness, we rebuild. And that's what you're doing, and that's what we're here to help you to do. So God bless you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. And it makes us throughout the state proud of Rotterdam Junction and proud of all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me again say thank you. As our senator said, I'm going to be working with our senior senator, Chuck Schumer, our junior senator, Kirsten Gillibrand, to maximize what we can do here. You know, we have within our grasp the opportunity to speak with a fuller voice because of these visits. We need to perhaps transform some language in measures that don't reach certain situations because of the way they're prescribed in statute. We need to expedite, as the senator indicated, we have to speed up the aid, and we have to provide for more resources because the pain is just substantial here. But let me just tell you that I know, working with this gentleman, we will work the hardest we can. We're going to work with Governor Cuomo and his team. Many are represented here. So many people have been the best neighbors in the world, including this department. Sean, to you as chief, and the department, let me just say thanks for the sleepless nights you've been having, providing for your neighbor. And so many of the responders that I've seen over the last week have been impacted. They've lost everything themselves. There's no more profound statement of neighborliness, community, and selflessness than that. And let me say I'm so proud to serve you. All the time I'm in the state legislature or now in Congress, I've said I represent strong people, determined people, pioneers in spirit. It's never been made more true than this last week. People have endured, they've witnessed some terrible tragedies, loss of life, loss of property, and you're there. And what's so impacting is that in many cases, the neighborhoods, the communities, the families, the individuals, the businesses, the farms are of modest means. People that can ill afford this blow in life. But as the senator said, we're going to come back. That's in our nature as New Yorkers, and we're going to be stronger. We're going to build stronger than we ever were. So thank you for who you are. You have just been inspirational in your response as neighbors, as human beings. And it's just a tender touch. It's overwhelming. And we know there's, utility issues with bridges just down the street, with utilities, with work, with jobs, bringing back businesses and families and households, not-for-profits, wonderful documents and records that need to be preserved. We're there. We're going to try and help you in every dimension to make this work. But thank you for who you are.
Thank you.
We're going to go tour some of the neighborhoods that have... Judy, please.
On behalf of the county, I can't say thank you enough to these gentlemen for coming here today, for seeing us and recognizing our needs. It's a major, major step forward for us, and without their help, we'd be languishing for a long time. These representatives are the strongest and the best, and they are the best advocates we could ever have. Believe me, I am so very, very happy to say thank you to both of you, and I hope when we go forward, you'll see the damage, recognize it, and carry the message back.
You know, I was over in Schoharie County. You go down a street, and I know it's the same here. Every house has all the stuff that was inside the house piled outside. And that's your life. Picture of your grandparents when they got married, gone. Favorite chair that you'd sit in for 20 years, gone. So many different problems that so many people face. We met small business people. We met a man who had just opened up a little pub. He had spent a year, it was closed, working on it. It opened a week ago. It's gone now. And so it is our job to step up to the plate and try and help these people who need help. And our promise to you is we will not leave a stone unturned until everybody gets all of the help that they are entitled to. You're out there helping, we have to help as well, and we will. So God bless you.
Thank you for your support.